At GCIL, we're a member-led movement. Everything we do is grounded in the lived experience, expertise and leadership of disabled people.
GCIL is basically an organisation managed by disabled people in order to help other disabled people live their lives independently.
For many people, independent living is what enables them to do other things in their life, like have a job or be a parent or just take part in their local community. So independent living is actually about just living your life like anybody else, but as a disabled person, some of us might need a little bit of help to do that.
To me, independent living is not about fending for yourself or doing things by yourself. It's about rights to practical assistance and support to lead an ordinary life.
GCIL delivers support services rooted in the social model of disability and the principles of the independent living movement.
It's making sure I've got an accessible house, making sure I can have travel that's accessible, be that through my mobility van or accessible trains, and making sure there's ramps available when you need them. It's about having social care when I need it, where I need it, and provided by people who I can choose and help determine what they do. That's what independent living is about to me.
The big thing about independence for me is staying in your own home, making your own decisions.
I want people to work the way that I would like to run my life, and I think everybody's entitled to have that. You know, not just accept the basic care. And I can't really understand why people would. But maybe a lot of people don't feel they've got the strength and positivity to do that. But, you know, you've got to really fight for what you want and get it. To live exactly the way that I want to live, just like anybody else would.
To me personally, independent living means having the support that I need to live my life on a day-to-day basis, to be able to take part in what my family might be doing, to be able to go to work, to have the support that I need to be able to get up and get ready and go to work in the morning, but also to have the support that I need when I'm at work. So I have a PA who helps me when I'm at work to do some of the bits and pieces of everyday things that I just can't manage to do myself or that I find really difficult. And it means that I can play my part in the office like my non-disabled colleagues, so it equalises things. Sometimes, as I said, it's really subtle, the support that I get, but it's actually the difference between being able to work and not being able to work.
The thing about independence and about self-worth, it teaches you that bit about you're just as good as anybody else, Chef. It's a disability you've got.
The social model of disability differentiates between impairment and disability. My impairment is my cerebral palsy. My disability, however, rests with society in that it will not accommodate me as a person with an impairment. So disability is part of society, is not part of me.
The social model places the fault in the context of barriers and discrimination, and that can actually be something that can be removed, it can be changed, it can be mitigated against. The policymakers can actually stop it from happening in the first place.
The problem isn't inherently with me, the problem is that society isn't ready yet to accommodate people with either physical or mental or learning impairment.
To me, the social model of disability is about celebrating, my identity as a disabled person as something to be proud of rather than something to be, ashamed of or feel that the discrimination that I face is because of me and my impairment.
When I realised what it meant, it was quite a kind of empowering thing to understand, because I understood that what I experienced, the everyday fight, the everyday ableism, the constant having to be project manager in your own life just to jump through hoops to get what you need, was an oppression, not an inherent problem with me that had to be fixed in me, but actually it had to be fixed externally. And once I realised that I was part of an oppressed group of people, I felt incredibly empowered.
DPOs, disabled people's organisations, have a huge role to play in promoting the social model of disability. In the first instance, I think it's actually about supporting disabled people to celebrate that identity and to recognise themselves as disabled people and to be proud of that, to see themselves as a community of disabled people.
They also have a crucial role to play in society and the communities that they represent, because they give disabled people opportunities, but they also share them and tell other people about them. And without DPOs across Scotland, I don't know where the disability movement would be. Without them, many disabled people would never have had their first chance at work. They'd never have got the house that they live in. They'd never have the social care package that they have and need. And a lot of disabled people wouldn't have the role models that GCIL have provided to them.
GCIL has helped me get confidence. I know my life will be helped with GCIL of any problems. Life is getting better for me with the backup of my colleagues in GCIL.
It's a safe haven for disabled people, and it's a place where you can just be yourself and feel that you're making a difference as an individual at the same time as the organisation making a difference to thousands of disabled people.
I feel proud of being able to help so many people for the last 50 years.